Hello, people of the YouTube world. I hope everyone can see me at this point. Let's see. My camera takes forever to upload here. Wow, yeah. So, hello! It is January 28th, 2015, and it's been a while. Unfortunately, I've had a lot going on with me and have not been able to post more. Plus, I just haven't gotten reviews, but apparently, since I got the views that I wanted the last time, I'm hoping we can try to reach for, well, maybe a few more. My goal was to try to reach at least 20 views on this video. Well, on the last video anyways. Man, I'm horrible at this. Anyways, was trying to reach that and ended up, not too long ago, finally reaching about 22 from what I saw. Could be more now. But trying to reach, if we can, on this one, see if we can shoot for 30 or maybe 35. If we can do that, I can keep going, but I gotta get these views in here, guys. I gotta have someone viewing them, someone, new, something that, lets me know that people out there have faith in me and, well, have faith in themselves, because ultimately I didn't get around to what this YouTube channel was going to be all about before. My last YouTube video was in my car, and I looked kind of more, I realized, kind of Arabic, which I'm not, but there's nothing wrong with that. The point I'm trying to make is I've made a lot of changes with myself in my life and everything. And if you're wondering why I'm in a blanket and everything, it's cold in the house and I don't know where the thermostat is, because it's a brand new place. Anyways, going back to the point of trying to let you know what this channel's all about. Well, for me, it's not only just promoting, me as trying to be an up-and-coming vocal artist, but on top of that, I'm also going to be trying to spread the word, positive messages, and try to, just spread the basic idea of love. I mean, there's no complicated way to put it. There's no easy way to put it. I mean, it is what it is. I've seen so much negativity in my life, and I've seen so much going on around me that people try to swallow themselves up in negativity. Henceforth, my last post of self-confidence and American Idol. Of course, I didn't get my full message across there, and I do apologize about that. But for the point of today, I think a great message to start with would be having strength. I think that's a good one to focus on. You either have it or you don't. Basically, simply put. For me, I've had to gain a lot of it. I've lost it. I've been dealing with everything under the sun that you can think of, almost. what am I trying to say? Point being, we all need it sometimes, and we also need to share it sometimes. There's so much that we have to deal with on a daily basis, and sometimes we get thrown some nasty curveballs and everything else. But to have that strength is to help us keep going on and keep realizing what we are working for, what we're striving for. And for that matter, I have to say that not everyone can just have the strength, but we can also gain it from other people, friends, family members, random strangers. I've done it all. Like I said in my last video, I've had, some of them that have come and went, but that's because I chose that path. I've chose to do what I want to do and choose what I think is best for me. As for leaning on someone, you also don't want to be that leech that constantly wants to rely on friends, constantly wants to seek advice from family members, everything. Life is about learning mistakes. I should say learning from mistakes. Wow. Like I said, not good at this. Tried it before and it's just... Anyhow, recap. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, you can rely on people some of the time, but also try to rely on yourself too. Don't be just constantly saying, oh, I can't do it, I can't do it. As I said in my last video, never say you can't, always say you can. If you're having a problem or you think something's not going to happen, don't say, oh, it won't ever happen, or this is not going to happen, or don't just always think positive, and you'll get positive back. Like, always put it in your head, it will happen, and envision it happening. And then, on top of that, go and strive for it. Go work for it. Don't just sit there and say, oh, I'll just let it come to me. Well, you can't always do that. And again, I found that out the hard way as well. Anywho, point being, I know I keep saying that, I'm just trying to recap everything and try to bring it to one main point. I'm very scatterbrained, so again, I do apologize about that. But a lot of times, life can knock you down. You just gotta pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and go at it again. I was actually ended up watching a show today. Apparently it's a newer show where it's got going through an everyday life of Nicki Minaj. Woman is a fierce force to be reckoned with. And now I can apparently see why. She's had a lot to go through, a lot to deal with. And, through all the things she's went through and all the pain and everything that she's went through, she's pulled that strength, or she's gained that strength from friends and everything, and picked herself up, and she's went full force at it ever since. Growing up in Queens and everything, I know there's some parts in there that aren't the greatest, but from what she saw, she went and left something that she thought was very difficult, and come back to see that, it's striving better than it was before. But she found that strength, or gained that strength, from not only her friends, like I said, but from in herself. You're going to have a lot of crazy times. You're going to have times where you just think the whole world hates me, or I'm not going to be good enough for this, or something. You got to try to just find a way to dig in and stop those negative thoughts and negative voices in your head, and just go with it. You just got to keep pushing on, and as I said before, gain that self-confidence. If you're having people that tell you you can't do it, or they're putting those negative thoughts in your head, you need to either A, get away from them for a while and see if they change. B, confront them and let them know, you don't like what they're saying, and either way, you'll find out, they'll either realize, hey, I'm kind of leading down a path here I don't want to, or they'll just get even more nasty and walk away. Well, in that sense, I have to say, comes to point C, sometimes you just might want to let them go. Just walk away. Walk away from the whole situation, because it's not worth it. I'm telling you. You'll fight, and you'll just end up being in more of a painful mess than what you started out in, where you could have just cut the cord and said, I'm done with it. Anyways, to kind of wrap this all up, I'm going to be trying to make an effort as a 2015, wow, yeah, see, I'm still not used to it yet, as a 2015 resolution to be more interactive with you all and be more in the know and try to get out there more. Last year I kept saying I was going to do it, I was going to do it, I was going to do it. And I look back and I barely posted anything. There was a good little spurt there for a while, but then, I just let life catch up with me. Well, since I now have my life in order and everything, I'm not going to make any more excuses as to not post, because I will find a way, one way or another, to post. But like I said, that also depends on you all as well. If you don't like what's going on, don't like what's being said, don't want to listen or anything, or don't want me on here anymore, you got to let me know. Thumbs up, thumbs down, share, subscribe, don't share, don't subscribe, comment, tell me get off the net, you poser, get off the net, you noob, no one likes you, you suck, something, or you're doing great, I love the messages you're going through and everything, just something, loving the voice. Give me feedback. I need feedback. I need to know whether or not I should keep going and do these, or if I'm just falling flat. This goes, not only to the people who are viewing, but some of my friends who have ended up looking at my Facebook page and everything else. You know, I need help from you guys too. I need to know whether or not, yay or nay. Help me out here. Don't just like or just say yeah, or you know, just give me feedback. And in closing with the topic that I have, like I said, strength, seems like such a loose word used anymore, but it's so powerful even though it's so simple. The concept seems so simple, yet it's struggled for on a daily basis. Even to this day, I struggle to gain strength, but I still managed to do it. And anyways, I honestly didn't have a song picked out for this topic, which is kind of what I'm going to try to do, you know, at the end of every video, is try to have, or sing the song that's related to the topic and everything. But as for now, I think I'm just going to leave it as is, and you know, I think this video's gone on long enough. It's wrapping up around a little over 17 minutes now. But anyways, in closing, I'd just like to say, you know, thank you to the viewers who have been viewing my things, and to anyone that's been sharing my stuff or telling them to go view my videos. I look towards posting a new video possibly Monday. I mean, fingers crossed. And with that said, I'm going to go curl back up in my blanket and, you know, not freeze to death in this Ohio weather. And also, see, now I just lost my train of thought. Dang it. You know, just trying to get the word out there, like I said. But I think I've rambled on long enough, and I've done my whole spiel. So I'm going to say catch you all later, and thanks for viewing.